Bingo is boring. So I decided to change the rules, but it led to some of the most brutal, some of the most cutthroat, downright cold-blooded behavior I've ever seen. I invited my community to play a game of bingo with a little twist. All right, so it took a little bit of time, but I did figure out how to do a bingo board that we can all play online on stream. So I'm interested to see how it goes. So let's go over the rules. Instead of each square on the board just being some random number, each square in my game represented an action or a viewer, but no one playing the game knows how to trigger it. So I gave everyone a card and expected to have a normal stream. And at first, chat just tried to figure out how to trigger their square. I don't know. What is mod, Smidge? I can't give it away. These actions have to happen, Smidgely. I forgot about the free space. Yeah, there is a free space in the middle. Every bingo game has a free space in the middle. But once they started to get the hang of it, squares just started flying off the board. Oh, Vish, thanks for the follow. You guys can now mark off follow if you guys got follow. Oh. Demon just triggered something. The trigger for emote was the Uzi emote. I even triggered a few squares myself to get the ball rolling. Hey, I'm going to run to the restroom. Before I do, I'm going to run an ad. If you got ad on your card, go ahead and mark it off. And enjoy this ad while I run to the restroom, unless you're subscribed. And eventually we got our first bingo, but it didn't come without some controversy. Of course, 2 bingos at the exact same time, something I had not prepared for. On one hand, I had Smidgely, a moderator and longtime friend. On the other hand, I had Dark Demon, an OG member of my community. So honestly, I was just gonna give the top prize to Dark Demon because I like him better, but that ruffled some feathers. So I decided to give them both the top prize. Now knowing what would eventually have happened, I probably should have just followed my original decision. After that first bingo, it took a little while to get another one. And when someone finally did, they forgot how to play bingo, apparently. I would like to thank my family. Wait, did you get bingo? You have to say bingo if you have bingo. You have to say bingo. Bingo. Okay, let's pull it up. He does, in fact, have bingo. All right, after clarifying the rules, we had gotten our second place winner, Toast. But we had one last spot, and this is where things really started to go downhill. So I had made squares for anyone who RSVP'd, but not everyone showed up, and I kind of figured that. At a certain point in the stream, I decided to give away these unused squares. A member of my community who was playing Evac wanted one of these squares, and he almost got it. Mere minutes away from giving away the unused squares, their rightful owners showed up to claim them. What was the verdict with the human square? We'll give it at 6 o'clock. I'll give it out to Evac. Human. Sorry, Evac, you don't get human square. Yeah, that sucks, Evac. Not once, but twice. Captain Spyglass is here. Oh my gosh, Evac is getting screwed. You can chalk that up to bad luck, that's fine, but what happened next was just malicious. The last square Evac needed to get his bingo was Pump, which is triggered by a channel reward I have where I just crank out some push-ups on stream. Now, Evac figured this out, but here's the problem. This channel reward requires 2,000 points to redeem. Evac only had 1,900, so he literally had to beg in chat for someone to redeem it, and his cries just fell on deaf ears. And the third and final prize ended up not going to Evac. It went to another viewer, Human. And as an ultimate sign of disrespect, the push-up reward was redeemed immediately after. Smidgely, oh my god. Oh, that's so bogus. That's so bogus. Push-ups was Pump. And Evac knew it, and Smidgely was holding on to his points. So that was that. The game was over. There was no prizes left. Friendships had been shook. Fights had broken out. My community was in shambles. That bingo game was one of the most brutal things I had ever witnessed. Until something amazing happened. Like the sun coming out after a horrible storm, Human decided he was gonna pass his third place reward to Evac as a sign of true sportsmanship, and that sparked something else. Toast, who got second place, decided he was gonna give his prize to Evac too. And in a perfect ending to this whole story, they both realized there were hats that they wanted off of southloopstraz.com, so they decided to keep their rewards and screwed over Evac one last time. And that's bingo, baby. What a handsome cat.